everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. As you can tell from the title, I have something very exciting to show you. It is the Fountainpen collaboration between the Coffee Monsters Co. and Esterbrook. I believe that the Coffee Monsters Co. and a bunch of other retailer sites were selling this online last Saturday, and I completely forgot about the event because before then I heard from Yosaka Stationery that they were going to be holding a live event for the collaboration. So I completely missed out on the online sale, and it really spooked me out because I heard that the pen had been sold out in under a minute basically on the Coffee Monsters Co. website. So I was really worried when I went into Yosaka because I thought it was going to sell out just as fast, or their stock was not going to be enough for me. So fortunately I live close enough to Brooklyn that I felt like I could go to the event at Yosaka to see the pen in person, because I was really curious about the journaler nib in particular because I had never heard of it before. And this is the first pen I've gotten from Esterbrook, so I also wasn't really sure what nib size to get. Usually I get fine or extra fine. I know that nibs in Japanese sizes tend to be smaller, and my handwriting is quite tiny, but I also wanted to have a smooth nib, so I really wanted to test the pens out in person, and I'm so glad that there was an event that was this close to me. So for this event I was very nervous because the pen sold out very quickly on Saturday from the online retailers, from what I can see on the Facebook group. But I feel like in person the store had a good stock. So first, I didn't know this, but for the event they were giving out this free tote bag which just says Esterbrook X the Coffee Monsters Co. And on the back it actually shows the emoji butt, which I've never seen before. And then they were also giving out these free vinyls which says keep creating, as well as some Esterbrook vinyls. I got this one for Esterbrook. Now the three big items that they were selling were of course the fountain pen, the ink, and the blotting paper. I guess I'll just show you the blotting paper first. If you want to know any of the information down below, I think you should go visit the Coffee Monsters Co. Website or watch her video on her channel about it, because she can explain it in much greater detail than me, because I'm not a big expert on fountain pens. But I am excited to try out my first Esterbrook pen. The first thing I'm going to show you is the blotting paper. When you use a fountain pen typically on a page, it does not dry fast like other pen types do, like ballpoint or even gel. So to make sure that you don't transfer the ink onto the back of another page, you can use blotting paper on the ink to soak up the excess before you flip over the page so that there's no transfer. In this set, you get 5 different sheets. So in the set, you get 5 different sheets. These 2 are perforated and they have 3 designs on them each. You can break them up into 3 smaller pieces so you can use them in smaller notebooks. And then the 3 are the bigger versions of the designs on the perforated ones. This one, last you have this one. They're very cute designs, and I think that they will help with writing with fountain pens. Next up, you have this ink called Forgotten Iced Coffee, and I really love the nutrition facts that she put on the back. This is my first Esterbrook ink, so that is very exciting. I'll test it out in the later portion of this video, but now this is what the ink looks like. It has a frosted glass, and then the picture is just drawn by Helen, and it shows the name and the companies involved. Finally, we have the star of the show, the fountain pen. I really love this box that she designed. There's some foiling on the, I think she called this anniversary collection tabletop treasures, and this has some brown foiling on it. I don't know if you can see it. And it's designed to look like a little drawer box, because you can pull this part out to get the pen. And on the back she has a message about the collaboration. A desk scattered with paper pieces, pens, and stationery is a common scene among stationery enthusiasts. If you shuffle things around, you might find some forgotten treasures. Be careful though, apparently there are blobby people like critters that will populate abandoned desk drawers. The lore says once these critters invade, their whimsical charm cannot be shaken off. You have been warned. So that's very funny. Message from Helen. Now I will open the box. So inside you have this little envelope from Esterbrook. I don't know what this is, because I don't know if this comes with all Esterbrook fountain pens, but it has a QR code and it says to scan to activate your pen, so I will do that later. And with every pen order she also had another freebie, which is this sticker sheet. And then this is the pen, and the pen also comes with a free ink cartridge inside. So the nib options that they were offering were extra fine, fine, medium, and the journaler nib. And I did test out the journaler nib, but as I was writing with it I felt that it was not right for my daily writing purposes, and the ink and the size that felt best and smoothest for me to write was fine, so that's the one I ended up getting. This is my first Esterbrook, but from what Helen said in her video, Esterbrook has this mechanism that's like kind of cushiony, so it prevents the ink from drying out when you are not using it. So the pen has this taupe color and with gold detailing, and this cap portion is outlined in black, and then there's this milky coffee design, and it just says Esterbrook. Here on the pen you can see more of that milky coffee design. I think she described it like when you pour a shot of espresso into milk before you mix it. And all the details are gold, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there is an emoji engraved on the nib. I think it's a very nice weight. So this is a more close-up view of the fountain pen. Open it again. You can see all the details more closely. And this is the pen. This swirl pattern is actually custom for every single pen, so all the pens that were produced will have a different pattern, which I think is very unique. And now I'm going to ink it up. So the pen already comes with a cartridge, and I'm of course going to ink it up with Forgotten Iced Coffee. So if you've never inked up a pen before, this is probably not the best tutorial. I'm going to submerge the nib in ink. I'm going to roll the piston, and then we can see that the ink has gone into the cartridge. Now that's over, we can set our ink aside and put the body back on. So I have my Hobonichi here on a blank page, and now I'm going to test the pen out. This is the writing sample. As you can see, the ink appears to be a very light brown, and it has pretty good shading. In the beginning it was a little rough, but I don't think that is a reflection on the pen. I just forgot to in my experience, when you first get a new fountain pen, you have to kind of wet the tip a little bit to remove anything left over from the manufacturing, which might interfere with ink flow, so I think that is why it looks kind of spotty. But I'm really happy with the way it writes. It's very smooth. I don't really get any feedback, and I think it is a pretty good weight. So that is my unboxing of the Coffee Monsters Co. and Esterbrook collaboration. I am very fortunate that I was able to get this pen, because I know a lot of people ordered it online and probably haven't received it yet. I'm very glad that I got to go to an event in person, because I was a little bummed out that I could not go to California to meet Helen for the event, but I'm so glad that smaller other stationery stores have their own live event. Said event like 50 times. I hope this video was informative or entertaining, and if you like this video, please consider giving me a like and subscribing to my channel, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!